Hi there, this is Nikki Rowland for Hip Kit Club, and today I am designing a layout using the beautiful December kits, and my focus for today is to use cut files. So I have chosen one of the cut files, one of the subscriber cut files that was available in December. It's the winter scene that you can just see there. I'm working with the December kits, so the main kit, the Project Life kit, and the embellishment kit, and also the cardstock kit. So I've cut that winter scene from two different papers, well, three, sorry. So from white cardstock, from the minted cardstock, and from the red. And I am putting all of that onto a piece of pattern paper. It's the one with the kind of sweater crosses all over it. So it's a very subtle background, which is what I wanted for this layout. And I've cut the internal scene from the minted cardstock and the external scene from the white cardstock. And I'm just layering those up on top of each other to create my layout there. So that's my background almost sorted. I've cut the Merry Christmas and the little sleigh out of the red cardstock that was in the colour kit this month. And I've also cut the snowflakes from a piece of white vellum. Unfortunately, that was a bad mistake actually, because they don't really show up too well, but I thought they would be really pretty in vellum, but as I say, they don't really show up too well, but I'm using them anyway. So perhaps in hindsight they should have been cut in white, but never mind. So the red I'm just putting back onto the layout now. I cut it separately so that I had it in a different colour, and I've just poked that back into roughly where it should be. I've hidden the two ends under the internal seam there, so it just sits nicely there. And I'm just choosing my photo. So I've got my square photo of my little boy, my little baby, and he's dressed wearing a Santa hat, so perfect. And I'm just going to layer him in there, and then my idea here is to create a whole scene across the bottom. I've already got a bit of a scene going on with the houses and the trees and the snowman, but I'm going to build on that and make it epic. So I just need to back those two houses. The green one, or the minted one, I've just backed with a small piece of a Project Life card. And I just basically wanted to be able to slot things behind it without them showing through the windows. I could have done it in plain card, but I chose a slightly patterned Project Life card, and that works fine. And I need to do something with that house as well. The white house on the right, you can see I'm trying to find a pattern paper to go behind it now. In the end, I settle on solid red cardstock. The problem with that little house is that my silhouette machine skipped slightly when it was cutting this file, and it chopped the roof off. So those should have been all nicely together, but unfortunately my machine decided it had other plans and has cut my roof off. So I really need to back it and stick my roof onto something because it's not attached to the cut file anymore. So that piece of red cardstock actually works perfectly. It just gives that nice little red bit shining through, means that my photo, for example, doesn't shine through the windows, and yeah, it's looking really cute actually with that with the red behind it. So I need to mount my photo on something, so I've chosen this piece of kind of greeny colour paper from the main kit. It's quite a similar shade to the minted cardstock, which is what I've used for the cut file, so that works quite nicely, just lifts up the photo a little bit. And I've pulled in a bit of that lovely red and white check too. There's just a small piece of that I had floating around, and I just wanted to get that in somehow. I love that pattern, it's just one of my favourites. So I'm sticking the bottom of my photo flat and raising up the top part. I do that quite a lot. And now I'm going through all the embellishments. We have so many beautiful exclusive embellishments this month, and I'm trying to pull out things that will work. I would like a couple of flower sprays to be poking out from my photo, so I've pulled out what I can there. And I'm also pulling out similar shapes to whatever is currently in the scene. So I'm pulling out more Christmas trees, more snowmen, and I also wanted presents to go under the trees. I've pulled out a deer, he's one of the puffy stickers, and I've pulled out that car ephemera with the tree on top, or the presents on top. I think it's presents on top. Because I kind of wanted it to look like it's driving down the road, so I've put that in as well. Obviously got the sleigh in place as well. I'm considering decorating the top part of the layout too, so where it says Merry Christmas with that little banner. I was going to have baubles hanging off of it, but I thought it just looked a bit too busy. So I've gone with a couple of birds sitting on top and another little one over to the left hand side as well, and a spray of flowers just coming out from under Merry Christmas. I will add to that in a bit more. So yeah, I'm just going through now and getting all of those bits stuck down. I really love how this scene is coming together now, and I'm now adding Ho Ho Ho. That's from one of the puffy stickers, so cute, under the photo, yeah, just getting all those other bits stuck in place. So I've got loads of presents under the tree, I've got a deer, I've got the car, I've got the snowman, and the extra trees as well, so lots of interest there rather than just the flat solid cardstock ones that came as part of the cut file. Yeah, I'm really nearly done now. I just trying to finish off. I just had a bit of a gap between the red house and the white tree, so I popped a Pinkfresh Studio domed round sticker there, and I'm just also now what I've just done there is I've put a border around the layout using just white thread on my sewing machine. I just felt like it needed something to bring it all together. I was a bit worried about my sewing machine going through 3 layers of cardstock because it's not it's a temporary machine and it's not a very good one, so but actually it did really well. And now I'm just going through and adding on those vellum snowflakes, which you can't even see on the video. I can barely see them. I'm just going through and adding them. Now, I would normally stick anything small like this with wet glue, but wet glue makes vellum curl, so I've used tape, which is not ideal because the snowflakes are really tiny, and some of them are open snowflakes, so they have a hole in the middle, so the little bit of tape doesn't really work brilliantly either. So I get around that in a moment by adding some sequins to the sticky parts that I left by sticking the snowflakes down with double-sided tape. So there you go, I can see I'm adding the sequins there. I've also added in a few of the lovely wooden stars that came in the kit this month too. I've put them on the Merry Christmas banner at the top, and I've dotted them across the scene at the bottom as well. I've gone for a variety of different sizes, and I've pulled out all the pink pink sequins from the pack and just added pink onto my layout because I didn't think I needed to add too many more. Oh, I just found one there that I hadn't stuck down. Okay, so that is pretty much me done. I'm just adding my title, which I ummed and ahed over whether I should add it or not. I wanted to add Santa Baby, but I've already got Merry Christmas on there, I've already got Ho Ho Ho, and I thought that might be enough, but in the end I decided to go for Santa Baby, the most obvious title, of course. Okay, so that was my layout today. I've made that using the December kits and one of the subscriber cut files that that's available in December. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Happy New Year, and thanks very much. See you next time.